And we welcome you back to Dancing on Air, everybody. Anybody that was even alive in the early or mid-'60s, even Artie, he was alive, would have to remember songs like Henry VIII, Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter, There's a Kind of Hush, and Herman's Hermits. And the man who was known then as Herman, who is now Mr. Peter Noone, is with us today. Let's give him a big welcome, everybody. Peter Noone. Welcome to Dancing on Air. Good to have you here.
It's nice to be here. I remember all those songs.
You do remember them. It must have been very exciting during the 60s. I mean, that was the time to be doing what you were doing. What was it like?
Oh, yeah, it's great. Whenever you can get a chance to be a rock and roll singer, it's always great.
Especially during, I mean, the hysteria and the Beatlemania and all of that rubbed off on you as an idol.
Well, you know, because the Beatles started the thing going, and everybody who is English got the opportunity to be noticed. And I was very fortunate to have been able to work with the Beatles and people like that and see how to do it properly.
That's exciting. After being such a big idol, did you go through any kind of an adjustment period after all of that kind of settled down? Was it tough for you?
Not really, no. I mean, I was 15 when I first started, and it's very nice to have girls coming up asking for dates. And
I know most of these people are 15. They'll agree with that.
Right. So what happened was that by the time I was 21, I needed a rest.
Well, you also made a great transition because besides that, you were an actor even then, weren't you?
Yeah, I had this little TV. I was in a TV show in England when I was 12 as an actor, and I became kind of popular in my hometown and had a band, and that became Herman's Hermits, which became very popular. Right,
so you're much more than a one-dimensional, act. I mean, you went from the record.
3 or 4, you know, front, back, sideways, yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody about what you've been doing lately with the Pirates?
Well, right now I'm in the Pirates of Penzance, and we're coming to Philadelphia on June the 14th, I think we open. June the 14th, 17th.
Fabulous. That's exciting.
It's a great show. It's a bloody good show. Everyone enjoys it. We've got great reviews. We just did a show for President Reagan this afternoon. I met him, and I kept calling him President Reagan.
Was that the first time? Did you perform in the White House?
Yeah, this afternoon we did. There was supposed to be 30,000 people there. We couldn't see how many was there. We did the Pirates at the White House today.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it was
that is good. Can't wait till you get to Philadelphia with that. That's going to be great. Now you have a new album out, right? Tell everybody about this.
This is my new album. I've tried to get President Reagan to hold this up on the television camera.
Couldn't get him to do it. Huh?
He wouldn't do it. Johnny Carson does it well, but the president hasn't learned how to do that.
We'll have to go down and give him show him out.
You do it really good. Doesn't he hold that well?
Yes, sir. Peter Noone, one of the Glory Boys, and you're going to do this song as your new single?
Yeah, it's the first single off the album. I think there's probably 9 singles on the album, but the first one we've put out is...
They're all going to be hits.
Yeah, I Don't Want to Love You, But You Got Me Anyway.
All right, Peter Noone, everybody, You Got Me Anyway.